There we go. Now I'm actually live. Jeebus. No wonder I couldn't find it. Let's see if I can get here and pin this. It's just not letting me get to my own video. Oh, because I'm doing it wrong. That's why. Doing everything wrong today. Wait. There we go. That message pinned up. I don't know how many people actually saw that I was going live because I typed it in kind of late because I was.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just trying to check to make sure I'm not leaking brake fluid because I had a small leak. I can't really test it until I actually put it under power. Well, I think I need to charge my battery. What the hell? My battery shouldn't be dead. It's been unplugged for a couple of days. Not expect that to happen. Oh, any day now. Like nothing going right here. Trickle. Yeah, let's drink that in a minute. Yep, she's pretty dead. You know what? I bet I know what it was. When I turned it back on, before I got ready to start it, my pump was running for a while, so that probably killed it a little bit. We got anybody in here right now?
Yeah.
It's okay. I was planning on starting my car, and I can't now because the battery's dead. So that's not going to happen. I guess I got to finish hooking things up. Too much wiring to do now. The wiring's just a pain. I can't get to the last thing I need to do. Oh, what's up, Brelsford? Oh my god, my mouse is doing whatever it wants.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, I went to hit you, and it just decided to move the window around instead. Touchpad. So, but just now I can only do it. Tried to start my car and my battery died.
Oh, gotcha.
So charging it. It's going to be a while. I still got one thing left to hook up on the line lock, and I can't get to the plug, and it's the brake plug, the brake connector. I got one wire to connect on there, and I can't figure out how to get the plug off. And I can't reach it enough to be able to put the wire in there without bringing it down. So and bending over backwards into my car hurts. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I need a small child, or even my big child, because he can still bend better than I can.
Yeah.
That's who would be doing it if he lived near me. Would have my son do it for me. What's up, Mark? Who else is here? I call MJI. This is not going to be a long live because I'm only going to run for maybe a half an hour or so, because I was going to be starting up the engine on the live, and it's not going to happen now because battery is dead, and I don't really want to jump start it, so I got it on a trickle charger.
Let's say, do you have a charger?
Yeah, it's on. I've got like 4 chargers. I should have set it on one over the week, or when I was running or doing all the work on it, because I had it disconnected, and I wouldn't think it would drain out. But then I did turn it on for a while, and I had it on for a good, 10 minutes without starting it, and the pump in the back was running. So I don't know how much power that pump pulls. I didn't think it was that much.
What's up, MJ? Mike? Harris?
Oh, hey, Harris. So I'm trying to figure all this out, make sure that this line lock's working. The big issue I was having was at first I had a brake leak on this side, but I got that fixed already. So now the last wire to hook up is the brake switch wire to the diode. And once I get that hooked up, everything should work. I guess I could just, I can't. I'm on a live on my laptop. We got to program the watt box still too. So that's installed. Well, this car's been sitting up on jack stands for 2 days now, 3 days now. Well, no, since Friday. I put it up Friday. I just didn't get enough done this weekend, and I didn't really start working on it until yesterday, until about 4 or 5 o'clock, or maybe even 6 in the evening. Yeah, I was being lazy. Slept in half the day.
We finally got some good weather this weekend.
Oh, we did too. I mean, it rained a little bit, but weather itself was fine. I do know I need to make sure the stuff is clear because my wife's moving her car tomorrow. She's got to go somewhere. But yeah, it's a mess out here. I like the video with the Mustang front.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, man.
Hey, 1 sec. I'm getting a chair. Video with your Mustang, the trunk.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude, it's something small. Like,
Hey, your handwriting is not even that bad. I can read it.
well, it's pretty bad.
You haven't seen mine then.
Well, I was trying to think of what I could have done is asked the missus to make some vinyl, but like I was thinking about that. I was like, that's a lot of work too.
It is a lot of work to do signatures.
And yeah, and then it's easy to jack them up.
Yeah. Especially when individual letters are a pain to put on sometimes, like Pink's Garage. These stickers could suck to put on sometimes.
Yeah. Eris, I have not heard of auto rev matching for the Boss. I've heard of the no lift shift that I think Palm Beach used to do. I don't know if they still do it. But
I can do it.
I wouldn't recommend it.
What, a no lift shift on Palm Beach or just a no lift shift?
I guess there's a tune for it specifically. I don't know. Does it like hold the RPMs when your clutch is depressed?
It lowers them to whatever the match is. I'm not sure exactly. It kind of works probably like this watt box does, where it just I got flat foot shift, not rev match. I'm thinking 2 different things here. Where it kills the ignition for so many milliseconds when you press the clutch down, so you can keep the foot straight down on the pedal. So I got that going in. But that's what my watt box will do, as well as give me launch control. And then I put in the 1-button line lock so that I can hit the line lock without having my traction control.
Somebody was asking me a good question. So the Boss was I think the Boss was the first Mustang that had launch control, and if you
Yeah.
it's on the red key. So if you tune and you lose your red key, I'm pretty sure you lose launch control.
So I have launch control in mine, built in, but when I unplug the traction control so that it will not come on, because it loves to come on no matter what you do. So I unplug it, then launch control doesn't work, line lock doesn't work, none of the fancy stuff works. So that's why I put in the lock box and the line lock. I did not realize how much of a pain the line lock was going to be to put in. The part down below at the wheels, putting the solenoid in line, that was easy.
Yeah.
That's the easy part. Getting all the damn wiring run. And like I said, the last thing I got to do is get to that one thing, but it hurt my back trying to get under there earlier, and so I gave up for tonight. So we'll try.
I was gonna go mess around in my garage tonight, but I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know if I've got COVID or something, or I just feel out of it.
Yeah. What's up, Stupid Fast?
So fast. But yeah, man, the trunk thing, like, I've done that. I did that for a while, and then, I kind of sat down, and I don't really dig through the analytics stuff too much, especially with regards to the money, because I don't want to know how much time I'm wasting for it's not wasting, but like how much time I'm spending for how little you actually get, right?
Right.
But it's more, and it's for that, for what I do, it's not about that anyway. It's about like going back and watching 2-year-old videos, stuff like that. But oh, now I lost. See, dude, this is why I think I have COVID. I just completely brain farted.
Yeah, I know that is.
Oh, what I was talking about.
You're getting old. You were talking about
dude,
analytics.
No, I'm not joking, man. I think, like, last time I had COVID, I would zone out, and I would have mid conversation and have no idea what I was talking about.
I have had COVID 0 times so far, so we'll just stay on that where I don't get it.
Oh yeah, but so I now remember. I was going through the analytics, and I saw there's an area where you can see everyone who's done super chats, and I was like, man, there's been a lot of great people who've dug into their own pockets, and they definitely didn't have to. And I was like, I got to do something.
Well, that's cool. I mean, people do that all the time.
I know. It's just I never know how to handle it. I'm always really awkward about it.
It's funny though. I remember that some of the biggest channels I watch have never done a live stream. They've never done a stream.
Yeah.
Ever. So they don't do any of that. But they do have memberships and all that now. But
yeah.
I remember when they didn't, because nobody did. Crazy.
Well, I was only doing the lives at first because, back in COVID times again, like a bunch of the guys in this group we'd chat like literally every day.
Yeah, I unfortunately was working.
I was working too.
I was working a lot.
Yeah.
I even went to China during the COVID times. That's not fun because you got stuck in a 2-week quarantine.
Did you get chased by a drone? You to get inside?
No. Hey, I bought this or picked up this monster bottle of welding gas. It's like huge.
Yeah.
It should be fine for what little I use it for.
Yeah.
It's about 20 minutes worth of gas right there. Which I may end up needing a bigger tank, but we'll see. It'll be twice that size to the 10-pound. That's just a 5-pound.
I want to get a nicer welder, but I just can't think of enough projects that I would use it on to justify it. Like, I need to fortify my bumper and my camper.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So when I bought my welder, I had about 20 projects for it. And now that I've moved and gotten rid of so much stuff before I moved, I have like one project for it. And it's a project that doesn't need to be done.
Yeah.
So, but I wasn't going to do it this time. I wasn't going to use the new welder without gas. I wasn't going to try to do it with flux because it's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Flux core is nowhere near as good as having shielding gas.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I did floor pans with my flux core, and it worked. I got it dialed in enough to where it was actually coming out pretty clean.
Yeah.
For what it is, and it held really well. And after about over a year and a half, I didn't see any signs of rust or any signs of oxidation due to air pockets or anything like that. So I was pretty happy with it.
Oh, that's good. The one of the hardest things I did wasn't even with the MIG; it was with a stick. I did some stainless welding with a stick welder on these long tubes on this car because I had to move the bungs from where they were, the O2 bungs, because I'm running E85, or I knew I was going to be, so I needed them to be at a 45-degree angle instead of straight in, so that you wouldn't get the condensate that would hold in them and cause them to go bad. So I had to drill holes out and weld with stainless stick, because at the time that's all I had. Because I had no other way to weld stainless, because I would either needed to do TIG or stick. I don't think they do MIG welding for stainless.
Yeah.
But somebody who knows more about welding can tell me better, because I don't know. I just knew I had a stick welder and I had a flux core MIG, and I knew I couldn't do it with the flux core MIG. So I didn't realize they sold stainless stick back then, because I
didn't even know that was the thing until just now.
Trained how to weld. I just learned how to weld.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing until you just said it.
What, stainless stick? Yeah. They sell the stick, and they sell different types of stainless. You can't be around welding. Why can you not be around welding, Mike? Curious. I can't be in the sun for very long because it causes me to break out into hives. So when I was at Fort Takeover last year, that was real fun the next day.
Okay.
I'm going to be smarter about it this year and stay in the shade more and wear sunscreen, something I always forget to do. His lungs? I can see that. I know lots of people who've had problems. That's why most of the welders I know, especially in Washington State, most of the guys I know, they all have the forced air, filtered air hoods now.
Yeah.
Because of all the problems that it's become, that most companies require that. But all the companies I know actually supplied them. So
I welded my floor pans in my old MGB with the cheapest flux core from Harbor Freight. I did upgrade the spool. Upgrade spool to some nicer quality stuff. But I did it in gym shorts, a t-shirt, and like tennis shoes. People were
that's stupid.
MGB guys were losing their minds in the comments.
Well, I'd have lost my mind too. That's just crazy. I've known plenty of people to do it, but that's on you, man. If you get sunburned, you get sunburned.
Oh, I never got burnt, but like what I have had happen before, like when I was in college, is I had a piece of slag fall in my shoe and went in my toenail.
That sucks.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks a lot.
I have actually welded in not the shirt I'm wearing right now, but the shorts and the shoes I'm wearing right now.
That's not bad. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can kind of angle it away from you.
I'm just doing small stuff. It's not, when I did most of my trailer welding, I did it wearing just a t-shirt and stuff. Now, I would, if I was going to be welding for long periods of time, I'd put a long sleeve shirt on. If I was going to weld for more than like 10 minutes, then I would definitely put a long sleeve shirt on and cover myself a little bit more, because I have been burned by it.
And I think the welding jobs I've done have been less dangerous than when I was cutting out the floor pans.
What'd you cut them out with?
The cheap $15 angle grinder from Harbor Freight.
Oh, Jesus. You don't like yourself, do you?
It worked. Is
that air powered?
No. Electric.
Oh, okay.
But like they used to have like a coupon for them all the time where you get it for like $12.
They still do, and they're like $15 now, and they're not as good. That's the problem. I had one, and it lasted forever. And then when it finally died, I went to buy the same one. It'd gone up like $2 or $3 in price. It was so crappy comparatively.
Well, the crazy thing is, they have gone up a little bit in some of their prices, but a lot of their tools have lifetime warranties.
I know, but those don't. Air tools don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Air tools break, you throw them away. I mean, you could try and. I mean, all it was for mine. The one that I had for, geez, I had that thing for 15 years. It was the bearings finally went out in it, and I probably could have replaced them, but it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
But then I bought a new one, and I swear the bearings in it weren't even good to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, most of the tools I bought from there have been pretty good. The only tool I have broke was an angle grinder, and it was, boy, did I abuse it. I was probably cutting stuff I shouldn't have been cutting, and it eventually gave out.
What do you mean cutting stuff you shouldn't have been cutting? You're supposed to cut anything with them.
Yeah.
I've seen it. You just cut anything with them.
Some pretty thick metals.
I can't say I haven't never done that. I have one around here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Something like this. I mean, this is a better one, but
No, I have the electric one. The Pittsburgh.
This is a Cornwell. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have the electric. I have that, and then I have this one, which is my straight one, air powered.
See, I don't go on those tool YouTube channels anymore because if I comment, "Hey, I use all Harbor Freight," give them an
Then I
angle.
have this one, which is the new. This is the one that died on me, but this is the new version of it. For
Yeah.
one, it's got this stupid thing on it, which I hate.
I do have that actually.
And I could. And the other thing is it just when I'm running it, it just feels bad. It doesn't seem to work as well. You know.
I've got to get a bigger compressor to run that. I think mine's 125.
And I got this little one.
Yeah, I need a bigger compressor that can keep up with the demand.
I have a big enough compressor, I think. Yeah, this is an 11,000 RPM, quarter-inch air inlet, 90 psi. Who made this? Marnell? Is that what that says? Hard to read. I don't know. I won this. I won this. I don't think I've ever used it.
I know this too fast. Too fast. Cornwell's good shit, and yeah, it is.
This is my favorite one. It's the Metabo, but it's an ancient Metabo.
Yeah,
I love it because it's still got the button on the back instead of the side. It's adjustable. I'll be sad if it ever dies on me and I can't just replace the brushes on it.
you're supposed to wear hearing protection super fast. At least that's what the Navy tells me every day.
What's that? Hearing what? I couldn't hear you.
Exactly.
Now, if I want to cut like into a floor or something, I've got this.
Well, like that. I need that one.
The Dremel?
Whatever. Is that a Dremel?
Dremel Ultra Saw.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. It worked well when I needed to cut a piece of wood that was up against a wall, and I couldn't get this guy. This was able to get right to where I needed it to. Still has a little bit over it. You know, you can still only get about half an inch to the wall, but it works. I bought that for one job, one thing.
Well, that's the nice thing. That's the nice thing I like about Harbor Freight. I can go buy something for one thing and not feel guilty about it. Like I bought a pole saw to chop down some branches on a tree. And
Yeah.
I bought it like 10 years ago, and I still have the damn thing. It still works great.
Well, I bought this for a job too, and it was not cheap. But I love it, so I don't use it as much anymore since I also bought the hacksaw later,
Yeah.
which is the smaller version, a lot smaller and much lighter. This thing's a ton. But if I got a big job, that thing does the trick.
Where is everybody else, man? Usually there's everybody in here. Where's everybody?
Well, I think Sublime was done because he's got to work tomorrow. We were all on Mob's channel, yeah.
Yeah, I was in there for a bit, and I was finishing dishes, so I was talking periodically.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, not staying on long tonight. My night, I usually don't do this until Wednesday, so. But I thought I was going to be able to do something I couldn't, so. I thought I'd be able to finish this tonight too, but I didn't. One wire, and once I get that hooked up, then I got to zip tie all the wires up out of the way, which that's the easy part. Oh, see, 91's here. There's Mark.
Yeah.
You put your compressor. Yeah, my compressor's in here, but it only comes on every now and then. I have it run. I got a line run over there. Oh, you can't see it. I have one line run over here from the compressor that I can hook into that extendo or to anything. And then we got this line over here that doesn't even have a fitting on it yet because I haven't needed it.
I like the tire rack.
Yeah. And then there's the air compressor.
Yeah.
I got it cheap, so I like it. It's an old one from Harbor Freight. But it's from back when they used to buy the one made in Italy, not the one made in China.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty decent. Gets great reviews still. People have had those things for 20 years, still working, as long as you get the older. The older stuff was so much better. But then they expanded and started getting everything from China. Yeah, I like that tire rack too. I actually have another one of that tire rack up there. I have another one, but I got nowhere to put it.
I wish I had that many tires.
Huh?
I wish I had all the tires.
I do have that many. You see the ones below.
Yeah.
Although those are just tires, not wheels. Everything else has wheels in it.
So I played with my Draggy finally. I did 0 to 60s in the Fox and my daily and my wife's car, just to kind of get times from them all. And then I did 0 to 60 in the Boss. But I did it while I was hauling 3 mini Power Wheels.
Yeah, I put in my answer for that poll.
Yeah, it was fun. It's pretty funny, and I was pleasantly surprised. I think because I had wheel spin, I couldn't not spin. Like just the sheer force of trying to pull the trailer, I think pulls the wheels up a little bit.
Yeah,
that trailer is heavier than you think. Like the guy who had it before me, he upgraded like the beams on it. Because he was hauling a Harley. He bought it from Harbor Freight, and he ended up bending it, so he had to like take it apart and
Harbor Freight single axle trailer.
I think so.
Yeah, that thing's a piece of junk.
Yeah, so he was a tank driver, and the guy who had it before me, he took it apart and just put like hardcore metal in it. So when I got it, I was like, "Damn, this is way heavier than I thought it was going to be." But I got it for $200.
Who's squeaking?
Hmm?
Is that your phone making that noise? I heard it sounded like somebody was playing with styrofoam.
Maybe Zach. I don't know.
Anyway.
What's up, Rattle Trap?
Hey, Rattle Trap, how's it going?
Do you need those tires?
Do I need those tires?
You always need tires.
Yes. There's never a time I don't need those tires. I have different tires for different things. Some are getting old and they need to be replaced. I think I'm going to put those back on the car.
See, I got all the 5-star ponies in my storage unit with their old tires on them. I need to just burn them down. But the problem is the car will only do one wheel burnout. So.
Yeah, it's a problem I have with some of my stuff. I have a transmission over there I got to rip apart and throw an LSD in it. And the shift forks, or not shift forks, but those synchros, new synchros. But I've never taken one apart and done that. I'm hoping I have all the tools I need. You will find out when I take it apart whether I can get it back together or not. If not, I still have the transmission that I have in the car right now.
So which car was that the transmission for?
Focus.
Okay.
The same one that engine right there behind me is for.
Gotcha.
I think, there's an engine behind me. Yeah. Well, I'm ready to get that thing put in, but I'm lazy, so things don't get done very quickly. I wanted to get this one done first. So as soon as I get this done, I'm going to swap cars. Well, actually, I'm not until I get that transmission rebuilt, because this still needs the turbo put on it, which that's easy. That takes no time.
Stupfast says looks like half an engine to me.
It is half an engine for a Mustang, but not for a Focus. It should be pushing around 450 horsepower when I'm done at the wheels. So it can be half an engine for a lighter car than the Mustang. It's going to be pushing about half the horsepower. But I should be able to do 450 reliably without doing anything else to it. If I want to go beyond that, then I got to start dealing with the bottom end.
A 450 in the Focus, like if it's a stock engine, it's about as much it can handle, right?
Yeah. They say it's about maxed out before you need to build the bottom end. But once I put the LSD in, that'll make a huge difference because before, having that much power, you couldn't take off at all because it just wants to spin and torque and just pull your hands to one side or the other. But from a roll and from a roll, those cars are quick. Once they're built up. My last one I had was 350 horse, 350 torque at the wheels, and it was quick. And when I got this one, it just was so slow comparatively.
And Railtrap says dude pulled up next to him, the 400 horsepower to the wheels Focus, and he was shocked he didn't smoke him.
Yeah.
Well, my Fox body's not beating anything. I doubt it. I don't think it can beat a thing. I think it's the biggest piece of garbage motor ever put in a car.
You also have to remember though, my Focus is not going to be. It's not built for the drag strip. It's not. It's built to go down road courses. That's what it's made for.
Yeah.
It's made to go around turns and do it fast and quick and fun. That's what I like about that, is when I can whip it around a corner at 60 miles an hour. So anyway, I'm getting real tired and I need to go cook my dinner because I haven't eaten yet.
All right, man.
And it's been a long day. So I'm going to cut this one short, guys. It was just a little quick one to show y'all some stuff, but it ended up not working, so I didn't get to show y'all anything.
Mark, I don't think your Mustang could possibly be slower than mine. There's literally no way. No way. You'll see in the next video, which I don't even remember what day I said it to upload someday soon.
7 weeks. Oh, soon.
I think it's on Wednesday. Wednesday that video goes live.
Oh, yeah? You throw yours up in the morning, don't you?
I think I threw it up in the afternoon, but like if people aren't, I think I put it. What time do you usually go live?
What time do I go live? Usually around 8.
Yeah, I think I put it before that. So,
but I don't ever set videos up to go. I release them when I'm ready. When they're done and ready, I'll wait until whenever to turn them public. Just do it manually.
Well, I'm trying to see if it matters at all, because
I looked at mine to see when I get watched the most, and it's between 3 and 5 p.m. is when I hit the biggest spike. My time. So,
I probably should look at that, but I don't.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. It's kind of funny because I just put out 2 shorts the last 2 days, right? And the one I put out yesterday went to 1,250 instantly.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a lot of views because I don't have a huge channel. And the one I'd put out the day before that had been at 400 views, and then somehow today it jumped in front of the other one at over 1,250.
Yeah.
It passed
all
it up.
All it takes is a couple likes or comments at the right time, and
it's funny because it had 459 views. It had 26 likes compared to the 11 likes on the other one. It had 1,200 views. Yeah, just kind of weird. But anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to find my phone because I misplaced it. And on my laptop. So, there it is. It's in my car.
Oh, shoot. He says 1905 at 74 in the quarter mile, 4-cylinder automatic.
What's that?
It might be close, Mark. It might be close.
Oh. Oh, he's talking about his 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
I thought he was changing that out to a V8, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. I'll let you go.
Y'all have a great evening. I'm gonna
Later.
shut this one down. Thanks for coming in.
Yep.
And bye-bye.